This summer, I know you were thinking it. We all were. Oregon was about to start the 2025 season with one returning starter. The other four? 3 transfers and a dude with fewer than 200 snaps the year before. On paper, that's not supposed to be a recipe for anything except some heartburn. You see, elite offensive line play takes time. Time to mesh and to gel and to marinate. Whatever food analogy you want to use. And the Ducks had none of it. Oregon lost both their tackles to the NFL draft, and one of them was a first-team All-Big Ten and first rounder. You don't just replace that. You just hope that the new guy knows that a scoop block isn't something that comes with sprinkles. So everyone assumed Oregon's run as one of the most consistent O-line units in the country might finally come to an end in 2025. Spoiler alert, it didn't. Because apparently somebody forgot to loop in Dan Lanning, O-line coach Alik Terry, and the big fellas in that Oregon O-line room. Because these dudes didn't need time to gel. In Oregon's first 2 games, they rushed for 565 yards and kept quarterback Dante Moore so clean, he could have slow-cooked a brisket before ripping a dime. All right, let's get this party started off right with an old-school counterplay. Double teams here, play side to the backside backer, a back block here. Tackle's going to block this guy. Guards pulling to kick out the end man on line of scrimmage. Tight end Kenyon Sadiq coming through to take care of this defender who's going to show up in the hole. But there's some really good things that happen at the point of attack that I want you to keep your eye on. Boom. First and foremost, right here, look at this kick out block. Look at the pad level. Look at the elbow inside. Look at the feet underneath you. That is phenomenal. This is what you want. This is good form and technique, because once you make contact and you start to accelerate, now you create space and get your feet out of the hole, because the next dude coming through is Kenyon Sadiq, who does the same thing. Boom. And that's the crease. Alex Harkey did a really nice job of walling off the linebacker with the slam technique, and that little tiny crease is all you need for Old Man Winnington to get through, because this guy and this guy are going to be too late because it was blocked so well at the point of attack. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you block it up well play side to take a 50-plus yard house call. Here's a good look of picking up a stunt. Really nice job of not letting the defender get to the hip of the adjacent lineman. Keep your eye on the left guard here. He does a really nice job of setting out wide to take the guy he's going to take, but once he starts to see him go inside, he keeps his shoulders square and physically pushes him past the center so the center can take him over, and they've got a really nice, clean switch off there. Enough to be able to let Dante Moore throw the football on rhythm, drop a dime, on time for the touchdown. All right, I can already hear somebody in the comments, AT, come on, man. That's an FCS team and a 1-11 Big 12 squad. Anybody can put together some tape like that on those two. And while I understand the sentiment, those early games proved to be some breadcrumbs for showing what being a special unit up front looks like. Let's fast forward. Now it's November. Oregon knows they probably need 4 wins to get into the college football playoff. And it's all going to start on a cold, rainy day in Iowa City. This is a defense that was allowing just 84 rushing yards per game, and they'd finished the season top 25 nationally. Basically, Kinnick Stadium's a brick wall with a zip code. Except again, nobody told Oregon they were supposed to struggle. The Ducks rolled up 261 yards, averaging 7.3 yards per carry. So how'd they do it? By being physical at the point of attack. Again, that's how. Look at this ace block to this backside backer. That's just a double team between the center and the guard. This is impressive and big power, baby. Boom, move the down guy first so that you can get up to the linebacker and wall him off. Now you got a backside tight end that's coming to block the play side linebacker. You got a tackle who's doing a nice job of walling off there, and before you know it, you have creased a pretty damn good defense for a nice game. Oh, still not convinced? Well, keep an eye on this guy, because power was not a problem for the Ducks offensive line in 2025. Now, you see the fits right there. That's shoulder to shoulder, everybody's square. But watch as these guys continue to move the pile, completely eat up the linebacker there, and boom. This is glorious. Hallelujah! You are creating a beautiful run lane for the back to be able to get up. This safety right here, he can't see. There's everybody in his face. They've literally reset the line of scrimmage 4 or 5 yards. And that, my friends, is how you move the pile. So again, let's go back to August. The passing game was one of the biggest question marks for Oregon heading into the season. New quarterback, new playmakers, new guys up front. There was good reason to ask questions. Turns out, Oregon had answers all season long. Dante Moore has gotten a lot of love this year for helping keep Oregon's offense staying elite, and he deserves it. But this channel is about celebrating the guys that gave him time and a supportive run game to help him operate. Oregon's the third best in the country in terms of pressure allowed per dropback. Their original starting 5 have allowed just 2 of the 14 sacks all season.
But you know what? Pass protection's boring. So I'm going to show another great combination block here backside because this is the thing that Oregon does best. Now, first thing you like is you got to secure the down guy. Now, Aiden Fisher, the linebacker's like, ooh, let me go ahead and run back door. If you keep your eyes up and your feet underneath you, you can come off. Now, that leaves the guard in a one-on-one situation, but everything you see out of him you like. His feet are underneath him, his knees are underneath him, and his hands are inside. That's how you can accelerate on contact and control a big, strong defensive lineman who's now 7 yards downfield and create an incredible running lane to let the back do his thing. It is technique and effort like this that has Oregon as a 2025 Joe Moore Award finalist as one of the best lines in the country.
Oregon looks poised to take this run even further, and if they do, this might go down as the best O-line that Dan Lanning and Malik Terry have ever put on the field. So I'm not going to end this video by handing out a great season no matter what happens next ribbon, because that's not who this group is. That's not what this season has been, and this group deserves and wants more. So if anyone's still counting these Ducks out the same way folks did back in August, that'd be a mistake, because this group has answered every challenge, handled every injury, and kept raising the bar. If you're doubting them now, that's on you.